What up, what up, what up, though? It's your girl. Not girl so much, but yeah. It's been a while. I've been trying to do this for the longest. Stuff, shit. So much shit has happened. And I'm kind of like in the middle of role playing right now. So this is like take one. Obviously. So what I'm going to do today is, today, um, I just didn't know. But today the moon, yeah, that's my thing. Today the moon is in Sagittarius. Well, yeah, Sag. So let me see. The moon in Sag is about having your nurturing style in a way where it is the basis of how you feel comfortable wanting to travel long distance, wanting to experience new things, wanting to take a risk and um, feel lucky. The spirit of being in the spirit of feeling lucky. That's the type of spirit that Jupiter brings, because Jupiter is the sign in the ninth house, which is connected to those energies. So, Jupiterian energy or ninth house energy is that Sagittarius. So, Sagittarius for us at this time is the season between the dates of November 23rd ish or 24th till December 23rd ish. So, those are the dates of the time that we know where the sun um, moves into that sector over here in the Western Hemisphere. That's where the sun is, and it's bringing in the elements of that spirit, Sagittarius, and excuse me, all the little different stars that are in the constellation, because that's important too, knowing all the other stars within that constellation. All of those energies are affecting us by at that time, because the sun is related to our solar plexus. That's the time of year when we feel a strong need or willpower to go on a lifelong journey to discover the another side of your own world. And that can be in the form of you traveling cross country. That could be in the form of you going on a cruise. That can be in the form of going back to college or any type of higher learning source, or even dedicating yourself to a spiritual path, period. Like, that's what that time of year energy that we have here. Um, don't get it twisted. You never want to be so attached to a certain particular birthday or time of year or um, season that these constellation energies come into the earth right now, because everything is changing, and we have to be able to go along with the change. The information stays the same, but because energy is something that is consistent throughout our examination of how we live life anyway. So because that energy is consistent, stay focused on the energy, not about the surrounding details so much, which is Virgo. And the sun right now is in Virgo, and it's all about the details and correcting them. And that's what we call a square. So, because these two energies are 4 spaces away, they create a 90-degree angle towards each other, which means that there is a lesson that has to be learned. In numerology, the number 90 would break down to a number 9, and the 9 is someone who's went through 0 to 8 already, so they have the inner wisdom of all the numbers that follow the sequence of getting to 0. And 0 is the beginning. So, what's beginning? And here we have the Page of Wands. This is a fire card like Sag, Leo, Aries. The Page is an energy of someone who is of a youthful spirit. I would say maybe like a high-spirited teenager type, almost like 21-ish, like that type energy. Like I can do anything. Like that's what's here now. But in your ability to be able to do anything that you put your mind to, this Leo card want to pop out. Strength. And the spirit of you wanting to take a risk and go somewhere you've never been before. You're looking at the details and you got to get the strength to be able to infinity sign here, because this is number 8. You got to be able to see that lesson through before you make the investment. So what's one way you can see oracle energy, Leo, the sun? In what way can you see your new adventure turning out? And that calls us to use the other mutable sign, not Virgo, not Sagittarius, but in fact Pisces. Another mutable sign about perception. And we have the 4 cups, which is Cancer, Moon and Cancer energy. So, what was I saying? Pisces. All right. So, Pisces energy is about dreaming, about going to the spiritual world and being connected to the soul and everything that's already happened and seeing it play out once again. But it's all in the emotional realm, the subconscious realm, the realm in which, in fact, you act from, but you're not really thinking about doing it on purpose. It's just the way that it is. So it's already built up inside of you. Everybody has this in their 12 houses. Everybody has Pisces energy. We all have a person descending from the last tribal stars here. We all have that energy mixed in us. So when you have Neptune in the home sign Pisces right now, Jupiter and Sagittarius in its home sign right now, squaring, and then they're squaring to Virgo and the Sun, this creates a window where you're able to open it a little bit more and let some more air in, let more Gemini energy in. That's the only one that's not at play right now. And just take what's being offered to you. Take what's going to feed your body and nourish your body, nurture your body the most. Take that cup. That's the cup that we want to take, the Moon and Cancer card. We want to find the strength to see this situation through, but we also have to take what's being offered to us. And as you can see in this picture, he's not really receptive to the cup, but it came out of nowhere. So we in fact we have sayings, proverbs, that if you put your mind to something, you can accomplish anything. And if that was true and that is so, then who in fact made this cup appear out of nowhere just for you and nobody else? You made that cup appear. You created the situation for you to see yourself through, and now it's time for you to actually take part of what you already seen. Create some type of action. That's what these cards are about, because it's fire. Taking action, showing your strength, even. So we're on a higher learning with our dreams and looking at the fine print of that contract. More air contract. Everybody is outside. I'm saying he's out getting some air. They're out getting some air with the tree. That's double air. And then this is more air. More logic is being added to the equation. So yeah, we're looking at the details, but we have to be concise when we make our choices. We have to be thorough when we make our choices. And sometimes having the strength to accept the cup that we want, but the emotions behind it might be something different. And having the strength, having the courage, the strength to have courage, the strength to choose to have courage to actually take what you ask for. Like how how are we not in this state right now? How are we not ready to go take a leap of faith? Still waiting for something else to come. High Priestess. This is a major arcana card. So she has the moon at her feet because she's intuitive. So you feel something's coming. And it's something big because the big guns are here. The High Priestess has arrived. Her god in all her goddessness. So with this mutable cross, we make a decision towards based on how we truly feel intuitively about where we're trying to go. So more water. And the full moon is on September 28th. So that would be a full moon in Pisces. So act swiftly. Eight of Wands, swiftness. And this other deck, I like that. So with this moon in Sagittarius,